we go. Fish on. Fish on. Hooked up, y'all. This is my first one of the morning here. I didn't film an intro. When I got out here, it was still dark and I didn't want to fool with it, but I got on the water a little before 6 a.m. It's 6:41 right now, so not much going on here in the last hour. But we got this one. This one ate a white bass head. I've got two rods with white bass heads and one with a body section to start out with this morning. Anchored off a point here and 49 feet of water. Getting an early start out here this morning because I'm planning on being off the water early. It's going to be another hot day. And I'm on Fort Loudon, so the pleasure boat traffic out here will be bad by 10, 11 o'clock. Ain't got to look at him yet, but I think he's going to be a decent fish. Yeah, it's not bad. No, that's not another fish on that other line. He just swam into it there. There he is. There's the culprit. Not bad. Good way to get it started. I'll just stand up for this one just because he's got that other line all tangled up. It's just kind of one of them things when you're kayak fishing and you're using a lot of multiple lines, you're going to get an occasional tangle. I don't mind it. I would rather, you know, it's different for everybody. I would rather have a tangle that takes me a minute or two to get undone versus fishing with less baits in the water, you know. You'd be surprised. They'll just, I mean, y'all have seen it in my videos, those of you that watch regularly. Oftentimes there'll be one rod that just keeps getting hit over and over and over again, and they're just keyed in on that particular type of bait or that particular cut of bait. And so I like to have options out here for them. And so unfortunately, when you've got multiple options to offer them in a kayak, you're going to get the occasional tangle. But we got this one right here. He ain't a real heavy fish, but he's a long fish. Let me get this board set up here. Let's see. Uh-oh, there goes that rod. Look at that. Alright, let's see what we got here. This fish is about a little over 32 inches. That's not bad. There goes that rod. Let's let this one go right quick and pick this one up. Let's see if he's on there still. Yeah, he's still on there. Well, I like it when that happens. Piddling with one and the next one goes down. I got to get these rods in there. Like I said, I got those other two lines tangled. So this is really the only bait I got in the water right now. The other rod, that front rod's bait's still down there, but it's probably higher up in the water column. Going here, there he is. Just a little feller. You'll see I got the knocker rig on that one out of leaders. And I had some knocker rigs already tied up, so I put that on there. Tell you what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm gonna set that in back a second. And I am gonna get these other baits back down in the water. All right, there's that fat cat there. Just a little dink. He was a fun fight, man. He fought hard for his size. All right, let me get that bait back down there. We'll be fishing again. Here we go. Look at this one, man. Look at this one. He's pulling, man. That one's a pulling. That one ate the body section right there. That's fun, man. That is fun. Just sitting here watching the sun come up and watching the rods go down. It don't get better than that. I don't know that he's all that big of a fish, but man, he sure took the rod over hard. That's why I like using the gear I do, because it's big enough to, got enough strength to handle the big fish, but it's still light enough gear that the smaller fish are a lot of fun with it. Peek at. He's a bigger size dink. Let's bring that on. That's another one kind of like the first one. He's not very heavy, but he's a fairly long fish, just for his size there. We'll throw him on board, just get a length on him. He's probably, I'd say 32 inches or so probably. Yeah, that's another one kind of in that same size as the first one. He's about, looks like about 33 inches there. So not bad, fun fight. All right guys, there he is, one more look. Let's let him go. Get on out of here. Got one after it right here, I think. He hit it. Let's see what happens. My line's kind of slack. You can see my rod tip just kind of stood up there. He's taking the bait and come up in the water column with it. I'm gonna reel down on him here and just see if we can get him. There he is, fish on. This one ate the head also. So that's what? 3 fish on the head and 1 on the body section. Little dink. As I always say, action's action, man. This has been a pretty productive morning thus far. It's already fish number 4. All right, y'all, there's that bait there. I'm switching my baits out. It's a little before 8 a.m. So the baits I had caught all those other fish on was the same ones I started with. So I'm just getting everything switched out here. I'll keep the same setup I had before, 2 head pieces and 1 body section. But I've got enough bait for today's trip, and with the water being as hot as it is, I don't have my graph on right now. I think it's probably around 81, 82 degrees. These things just bleed out very quickly. So we'll switch everything out and see if that don't improve our odds. Head pieces like this, I like to just go up under the lip there and out through a nostril. That's a good way to hook the bait to keep the small fish from ripping them off. And oftentimes you can catch 2, 3, 4 fish on a head piece because that area of the bait's so tough. You reel this one in and switch out the body section. Just going to use a little chunk like that on this one. But that one right there, I just dropped it down. There he goes. There he goes. Look at that. Oh man. I just switched those baits out. That's the body section. I mean, that thing hadn't been down there a minute. I love seeing them rod tips go down, man. It don't get no better than that. That's where the excitement gets. You get that rod tip going down, the side of the kayak starts to go over. That is fun stuff, man. Love it. Hey, another good fish, man. Another good one. You stand up and bring that on in too. All right, man. Good fish. Get that hook out of him there. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave him set in a second. And we'll drop that bait right back down, get it down there in the water, get it soaking again. Hold yourself up here for the camera. All right, guys, there he is. A little bit bigger than the others, I believe, in weight and length. Fun fight, man. I just had that bait down there maybe a minute where I'd switched them out. And this thing took off. Let's put him on the board here, see what we got. That fish looks like, let's see if he'll lay his tail down there for us. That's almost 34 inches. I don't know if he'll keep it like that, but for a picture, but yeah, good fish. All right, there he is, almost 34 inches, almost. He felt like he was every bit 34 inches though. He was a fun fight. Let's let him go. Go on out here, Mr. Blue Cat. There he goes, back where he come from. Here we go, here we go. Look at that. He hit it hard, didn't he? That's on a headpiece. Had a little bit of a lull. I don't know, 30 minutes or so since I'd had a tap at the bait. And this one took off with it. Fish just move in here periodically. Come up to the main channel. This point's going to be the first place they come to on this particular structure. The tip of it here where I'm at. Goodness. Alright, more of the same. They've all kind of been in that, 32 to 34 inch range here this morning. I'll throw this one on the board here just to get a length on him, but I think he's probably going to be about that same size. None of these fish have been, super heavy for their size. They've all been more longer, skinny fish, but you get more of that this time of year, just post spawn. A lot of these fish are finishing up to spawning, and of course they haven't ate as much while they've been doing that, so yeah, still good fish. Oh, that one's actually the longest one of the morning, y'all. That one right there is actually almost 36 inches, so not bad. Well, one final look at him, almost 36 inches long, so good fish. See ya, Blue Cat. He's out of here. Guys, look at that right there. Got a fish on that one. I just had another fish hit this other rod and got my bait, but then this one took off. It's been a hot minute since I've had any action. Probably been, I'd say, over an hour now since I've had a bite. Just been sitting here biding my time, just waiting on some more fish to come through. That's a flathead. That's a nice surprise. Hadn't seen any of those this morning. All right, there we go, a little flatty. Get on out here, go get big.